Transformers, am I right? Now, I know you're wondering, isn't this the guy who does Hot Toys? Why is he doing a Transformers video? And why is he on this channel? Well, that's because I have this channel. I made this one specifically because I'm also a huge Transformers guy, and I didn't want to mix church and state, so I decided, why not? We'll dive into Transformers as well. And I decided to start with, technically he's not the one who started me, but he's the most updated version of him. Sideswipe is what got me back into Transformers collecting, so I wanted to start with him, and I don't have the box anymore. My idea is to kind of like to do a test run to see how well everything works. I want to do a handful of my favorites that I've gotten over the last couple years with the last couple lines. I thought it'd be fun, so we'll start out with my boy, Sideswipe. So this is the Kingdom Sideswipe. I have the whatchamacallit somewhere. The, what was it? The Sky Warp that comes with him. I'm only doing the Sideswipe though because he is the, again, the guy who got me back into Transformers collecting after a very long hiatus. And in a second here, we will take him off the spinning table of death here. But I just wanted to say thank you for watching my videos. If you're from my other channel, thank you for coming over here to watch these ones. If you're new, I appreciate you checking out my videos. I will be making more up-to-date Transformers videos in the future. I'm just trying to get a grasp on what I wanted to do here with this one, since it is slightly different than Hot Toys. So with that out of the way, let's stop Sideswipe from spinning. And let's take a closer look at the man himself. So here he is, Mr. Sideswipe himself, looking all beautiful, red and crisp white that hasn't yellowed yet, shockingly enough. Hasbro, please, it's been how long? Please fix the yellowing problem. So he comes with two accessories, gun one for his shoulder. That plugs right up here, easily. Skadoosh. Maybe not so easily. And then gun number two, which is also in a nice crisp white, which can just plug into any hand or port. And just like that, there's Sideswipe. What can I say? It's Sideswipe. So, I guess while we're here, we'll go over articulation, because like I said, this is all a learning curve. So head on a ball joint here, goes all the way around, looks up that far, looks down that far. Shoulder, man, it's much easier than Hot Toys. Look at that. He's got a nice bend to him. He's got a nice back bend to him. Legs got a nice spread. Knee, leg up. Ankle joint pivots that far. He's quite the poser, I'd say. He looked really good. Let's bring out some robots to compare him to. And again, apologies. I'm getting used to Transformers stuff. I've done this once. I will get better. I promise. Maybe. We'll see. So let's get out some other Transformers, starting with the older Sideswipe. So here he is compared to the older Siege Sideswipe, which is officially the one who got me back into collecting. And you can see the yellowing has really started to hit some of those darker white areas. It's night and day between the two, considerably, with the coloration here. The brighter reds, the brighter whites, obviously. This one's got the battle damage and this one doesn't. This one doesn't come with a second gun, whereas this one did, so you could have the shoulder-mounted cannon, which also the peg here doesn't get in the way like it does on that one. It was a nice update to a already nice figure. Sideswipe's one of my favorites when it came to the new line stuff. Obviously, I have a bit of a bias. I'm sorry this isn't centered. I've got a bit of a bias because, again, he was my starter. You can definitely see all the shared detail between the two. But here is these two. So let's take him out And we'll bring in the weird, I guess, adopted stepbrother of Sideswipe. We've got Sunstreaker. And we will see how similar they look car mode wise when we get to car modes, but they look pretty good together. I've got my favorite of all time, the Earthrise Optimus Prime, which you can see is a little bit taller, which obviously makes sense since Optimus Prime is indeed a little bit taller. Did I bring out anything else? I did. And then I've got the greatest Transformer of all time, Little Dusty, because I haven't gotten a chance to clean these guys in a while. Yeah, Cliff Jumper. And I will talk more about Cliff Jumper in the future, because he is my lifeblood. But anyway, let's stop some comparisons and do something I haven't done in a long time. Let's transform a robot on camera. So another reason I chose Sideswipe is because he's really easy. So all you got to do is lift this, make sure the head's down, lift that up, fold that down to cover the face, put these arms up like so, you fold these out like so, fold the hand in, that like that. You're going to watch me because it's easier than describing. Oh. Again, I've got to get used to all this. Like so. So there's these little things in here. You just want to push them up so that the foot can sit flat. That will go like that. Same on the other side. Again, you'll see the little thing here. You just want to push it in like that so you can flatten the foot. I'll roll that up. Connect the two pieces like that. Flip her around and close everything up. And then you have a beautiful Sideswipe car. Let's take a closer look, shall we? So here we have the car, and it looks very lovely. It looks exactly like my favorite car of all time, like Lamborghini Countach, which might be why my bias towards Sideswipe is so high. I don't know what it is about the Countach. I just love that thing. Like the episode of Always Sunny, the Christmas one, where Dennis gets a Countach and then it gets stolen by Frank's old business partner, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? No, you don't. So here it is. Beautiful red. Beautiful blues on the front. I love when the windshield is covered and you can't see through it, because it ruins the effect when you can see through it and you just see arms and legs and heads. It just looks a little stupid. But yes, this is a very lovely car. Hold on. That's not what I wanted. There we go. You can see underneath, it's even very clean under here. It's got a nice port on both sides for the gun and on top. A lovely Autobot logo in the white there. There's only a little color mismatching. You can see it's there compared to there, where that's like a darker red and that's a much lighter red. But it's not as noticeable as something like Sunstreaker, which we will see again in 1 second here. But yes, that is the Sideswipe car. I will bring out some people to compare it to. So here is Sideswipe compared to other Sideswipe. And you can see a very drastic difference in cars overall. Obviously, one is supposed to be more realistic, whereas this one's more Cybertronian. I don't have a preference to either, which one I love more. I love them both equally. And just in case that wasn't good enough for you, here's Tiger Tracks. And if that wasn't good enough for you, here's Red Alert. Hold on. If that wasn't good enough for you, here's Not Wheeljack from Armada, or this horrid abomination, or I think his name was Clampdown. And I do have deep cover somewhere, but he's not transformed. as a car, so it's worthless. But that's Sideswipe Brigade. Other than that, I've got Sunstreaker here, which you can definitely see the how similar they look. It's funny how similar they look compared to how different they transform. This guy is much better to transform than this guy. You can see there's gaps here, mismatched colors, blah, 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 blah. We all know the deal. It's Hasbro. It can only be so good. But yeah, they look quite nice together, the two adopted brothers. Then we've got Cliff Jumper here. So you can see a tinier car compared to the Countach. Cliff Jumper, my boy. I wish you luck in life at being bigger at some point. Maybe eat some milk, drink some protein. You know how it is. Maybe you'll be big and strong like good old what's-his-face Sideswipe here. Moving on, we've got, for our final, our normal Optimus Prime comparison. The scale on these cars is always very weird because trucks should be big and cars should be small. But with something like this, car is somewhat large as well, and truck is not as big. I'm hoping with the Studio Series 86 Transformer that they're doing of Optimus, that truck gets bigger. Because this guy's perfect, but he's kind of small comparatively. Have I missed anything? Comparisons, articulations. I think I've got it all. So what we'll do now is we will move on and wrap up the video, shall we? So all in all, Sideswipe, my beloved man, he's great. There's really not many problems with him. I wish I had a Masterpiece one to compare him to, but I don't. This is the only, and obviously this and all of that. But this is the only Sideswipe that I have. But I have no complaints with him. He might as well be a masterpiece with how good he is. And do I suggest him? If he's still on Amazon, absolutely pick up this guy. You could throw Silverbolt, whatever, not Silverbolt. I keep saying it, Skywarp in the back of a Beast Wars collection and call it a day. That's what I did. He's really not that special. But this guy, he's very special to me. Because again, I love Sideswipe. Sideswipe is what got me back into Transformers collecting. And Sideswipe is what I decided to start my Transformers YouTube videos off with. Again, there will be 3 more of things that are semi-relevant, but not too relevant of these before I start to try to ramp up the newer stuff. It's going to be a little slower than my Hot Toy stuff, because with the 6-scale stuff, I've been getting it a lot more frequently. Transformers have been kind of slow for me lately, but I'm working on it. I'm trying my best. Sorry, there's something in my throat. I'm trying my best here to get that together. So, with that out of the way, if you like this video, please subscribe, because I'm hoping that I can really make this channel something, so I can have 2 separate channels and not have people complaining that I'm doing too much 2 on one channel. If you like Hot Toys or 6-scale stuff, subscribe to my other channel as well. Just a small plug in there. Put that out of the way. I'm TF Metromania, and I'll think of an outro at some point. I've been TF Metromania, not the Metromania, TF Metromania. Completely different guy. He's in the department next door. Feel free to check out the next video when I do a figure you probably already own as well. I'll see you then.